can start. So we're entering a really sad memory of Hana before she left Asagao. It's just really sad. And I have a bad voice right now, so I'll be probably like hacking and coughing. And I do this thing for, I don't have to do anything. Let's just go. The night before I left home for Asagao, my dad came to visit me in my room. I had packed the few things I owned into a briefcase in a single cardboard box, sent to be shipped with a train. I sat and stared at the box, somewhat bitter. I barely even needed it. I didn't own much. Hana? Yeah, Dad? He reminds me a little bit of my dad, but we weren't poor, so, we had, money struggles, because, everyone does, but we weren't poor. And he has a really good job now, so we're not rich either, especially since, my parents are divorced, so we have to, support 2 households, but, we're not poor. My father stood in front of me, a weary smile on his face. Even though he tried to hide it, I could see by the deep wrinkles around his eyes and forehead that he was tired. Sad. This is making me sad. The past few years had taken their toll on him, and I had these things. This is making me sad. He'll be leaving oh my goodness, and I never even left Raven anywhere. Yeah, she's so cute, look at her. A heavy silence hung between us, filling my childhood bedroom like styrofoam. Stop it! Stop! I wasn't the sound I played it the first time. Are you excited? Yeah, I am. He nodded and glanced around my room, at the pale blue walls, the broken clock above my old desk, the scuff marks around the doorframe from where I ran into it as a kid. I lived in this house almost my whole life, ever since moving after kindergarten. It was everything I knew, but now it was too much for me. The decision to transfer to Asagao didn't come lightly. First, it was a prestigious institution with a highly prized reputation. Only the best of the best, tutoring either great grades, impressive talent, or lots of money could get in. I'd probably be grades and impressive talent, so I could probably make it in, but you never know. I was none of those things, but I made it in regardless. Part of me suspected I was a charity case. I received a small scholarship, and it would no doubt look good for the academy to have fostered a poverty-stricken child in its walls. And despite the fact that my father couldn't afford it even with the scholarship, he guaranteed he'd support me if I went. I looked again at the wrinkles in his face, at his sagging shoulders. He pressed his hands against his body to hide the way they shook. All for me. He'd be all alone. I'm glad you're going. I think this will be good for you. Yeah. I wished I could say something else, but nothing came. I'm sniffing because I'm sick, not because I'm crying. Trust me, I cry sometimes, but this is not one of those times. Don't worry about me. I'll let you know if I start crying, because I do that sometimes. Well, honey, just in case you get homesick, I brought a present for you. Present? From his pocket, my dad produced a shining pink Nintendo 4DS and placed it into my hands. For you. But why? How? See, I've already told you guys that my parents aren't poor, but I feel like I'm always too expensive for them. So whenever they give me something, I feel like it's too much. Dad, this costs so much. You're already killing yourself to let me go. Why would you? Tears spilled from my eyes as my dad smiled. Nothing is too good for you, my dear Hana. His voice was trembling. You're my pride and joy. You deserve so much better than you've gotten from me. Dad! Go to Asagao. Have fun. Make a lot of friends. And when you get homesick, you'll play with that. I'll make do. I stood up and hugged him, burying my face in his scratchy sweater and oatmeal smell. That's what reminds me of my dad. Story time with Brenda. My mom made him a lot of sweaters, and they're divorced now, but he still wears them, I think. Does he? No, he doesn't. Does he? I don't remember. Because they're really good sweaters. I don't think he wears them anymore, actually. Maybe I'll take them from him. My mom made him a lot of sweaters, and that's one of the things I remembered a lot about him in my childhood, and he doesn't wear them anymore. I'll miss you. I'll miss you, my little Hana. But the thing is, he forgot to give me a cartridge to play with. Now I glance... Shouldn't the... whatever. I glanced at the machine, hidden behind my desk lamp. Maya watched me carefully. Well, you never know what could happen. What? What do you mean? Maya giggled. Nothing. Nothing at all. But I just got back, so I've got work to do. Work, right. PBG and I still had that project due, and we hadn't met to discuss it at all. He said he had it under control, but I should probably make a backup plan, just in case. It wasn't that I didn't trust him, it was that... Okay, I didn't trust him. Sighing, I worked a kink out of my shoulder. It looked like it would be a long night. Speaking of, I'm recording this instead of working, and I'm gonna for like another half hour at least. Ugh, what was that noise? Stop it, please. Oh, this is the weird part. Let's see if we can speed through this. Ugh, I'm coming. Who on earth would do this so early? So early in the morning, in fact, there wasn't even light out. I quietly padded over to the door. Maya shifted in her bed. What? It's about time. Who? Oh, honey. She pushed past me and swept into the room, flipping on the light switch. Paul and Nick followed after him. Hana, I feel just terrible for ruining your uniform. Sincerely, we owe you an apology and a clean uniform. I'm not so good at that kind of thing, so I brought a friend to help me. Josh pulled open my drawer and tossed out the clothes left and right. Oh, not saying that. Stop! That's my underwear! What's wrong with you? I ran to him and grabbed his arm, trying to pull him away. These panties are so cute. They're perfect for you. Get away from there! Where's your uniform? I ducked below Josh and pulled open a drawer, pulling out my sticky fabric. Here, take it! I threw it at Josh's face, but he caught it with ease. This is no problem. I promise I'll have this cleaned up in no time. Girls! He snapped. Follow me. Paul, Nick, and Josh swept from my room, but they didn't head towards the hall exit. Instead, they turned left, heading deeper into the dormitory. I didn't have a good feeling about this. I stepped into my slippers and ran into the hallway just in time to see that the door to the girls' bathroom closed. Oh, no. Ah! Sorry, no, I can do that better. Okay. Oh, no. Ah! What are you doing in here? I sprinted towards the bathroom door, but before I could get there, Paul and Nick slammed into the wall across from the door. Men like you are the worst! Whoa! No, this is all a misunderstanding, please. I'm sure it was. No, Mimi, it really was. Wait a second. Where's the other, person who was with them? She's doing something with the uniform in the sink. Mimi tossed her head with a sniff and headed back into the bathroom. She actually thinks Josh is a girl? She wouldn't be the first. Josh himself believes he's a girl. That wig is magical. I'm sure that's a reference to something. Well, stay out of the girls' bathroom. It's not exactly going to help your platform if the word gets around that you're a pervert. A shadow fell over Paul's face. I sighed. Don't worry. I'll talk to Mimi. Go back to the boys' dorm. Thank you so much, Hana. Yeah. I watched them scamper away, then headed to the bathroom. Hey, Joshualina? You and I should probably get going. I rounded the corner and found him doing Mimi's hair. In a second, Hana. I've just got to finish this. Hana, have you met Joshualina? She's so good with hair. And look, she even got the stain under the shirt. Mimi held up my uniform. Really? Thank goodness. Thank you so much. It's no problem, honey. I guess I'll let you finish, Mimi. Finish. Mimi, you won't tell anyone about Paul and Nick coming into the bathroom, will you? Why wouldn't I? Well, as class representatives, they were just trying to help Joshualina get her bearings, and they were showing her where the bathroom was. I should have been the one to show her, but I was asleep and they didn't want to wake me up. Oh. Well, I guess it's fine then. Thank you. I stood staring at them, unsure what to do next. Do you mind? I need to concentrate to finish this. Oh, I'm sorry. I went back to my room. Life at Asagao never got easier, did it? Perfect timing! This is literally perfect, guys. It was like 10 minutes and 5 seconds. I will see you later. And pause.